Okay, today I'm doing Quandary Peak, another 14er. So yesterday was Mount Beardstadt, today was Quandary Peak, both considered the easiest ones. Had to walk 380, 400 metres up the road to start this hike. So there is a little bit of a walk before you officially start the hike. So there we are. And it's almost like a straight hike, according to this. 14,265 feet. I could also do maybe Mount Lincoln, Mount Bross, Mount McDemocrat. There's Vale Pass, Breckenridge. I'm staying at Dillon, which is a little bit further up. There you go. What's this? Oh, Continental Divide. Hoosier Pass. Okay, so it's a fairly short hike. Well, this is nice. There we go. Trailhead to Quandary Peak Summit. 3.33 miles, which is, we'll say, about 5.5 Ks. So 11K there and back. Going from we're about 10,900 feet. Yeah, my watch confirms that. Quandary Peak 14,265. I didn't realise it was that high. This is supposed to be one of the easiest ones, and according to this, yeah, it's just a straight line almost. And it does look like we'll be going along a ridge. Oh, I love that. I love ridges. And on a day, look at this. A cold front came through. There was a bit of uncertainty about the forecast today. A few days ago, it looked like today was going to be nasty, but it's nice. Nice. Okay, so let's start this hike. Originally, I actually did drive along this road. I saw a sign saying there is no Quandary Peak parking along the road. I went, I've got to find a place to turn back. So that's how I knew this was here. Anyway, let's get going. I'll give myself 5 hours to do this hike. I think that should be easy, unless I start talking to people. There were about 6 or 7 cars at the parking lot. So there's quite a few people. Well, they do have a shuttle here now, but that's ended because it's out of season. So for about 3 months, you need to catch a shuttle to hike this. I don't have to do that. There are no easy 14ers. Yes. People say, I've never actually seen people write this. My mate's going to do this hike. We're coming from New York City, staying the night in Denver, doing this hike tomorrow. Good idea. And everyone replies, no, that's a terrible idea. And they go, well, but it's an easy hike, it says. It's the easiest 14er. It doesn't mean it's an easy hike. So elevation gain, 3,300 feet. And you're getting above 14,000 feet. And a lot of people don't react well to a rise in elevation. So I've been testing myself time and time again on this trip. I've got to the point where I'm comfortable getting above 14,000 feet. Anyway, start of this hike is a little bit steeper than yesterday's Beardstadt, which was flat, in fact going down for a while. This one, steep straight away. Don't mind that. First sight of Quandary Peak. I'm more certain it's that. There's no snow. There's a few big peaks around here. A few snow-top peaks. That must be Mount Democrat or something. There was another one too. Anyway, so in fact I can see the trail sort of going along the ridge. Along there. So that's the game. What else can I say? We're 2 kilometres in. It's just about to go 2 kilometres, not along the official trail, but from where I started. So overall, I'm looking at 6 Ks there. So 3.3 miles is, I did the calculations, it's just under 5.3 Ks. So I'll just say based off error and adding the extra bit I did, overall this hike up will be 6 Ks and then 6 Ks back. The very fact it looks easy up there Maybe no scrambling. Should be able to do this hike quicker than Beardstadt. In theory, but I don't know. Maybe it is considered an easy hike, so maybe it's a little bit harder. You can see the parking lot. I don't know that's a parking lot because you can see the road winding or turning and all the way up to, what pass was it? I forget what pass was called. It wasn't Vale Pass, I was on the main highway. But anyway, that's how far we've climbed, 1,000 feet or so. I have a feeling there's going to be some spectacular views based off just here. So the peak here doesn't look that spectacular, but it's probably why it's considered easy. Okay, so 2.76 kilometres in. I'm going to take a break at 3 kilometres halfway in. Oh, getting a bit rocky. Got to remind myself I've given myself 5 hours to do this, so I don't have to be quick. And the reason I'm reminding myself is this has become really steep, and it's just step after step. I hate steps. So this is hopefully the steepest part. Maybe once we get near the top. But the views, I don't know if you can. Oh, there is a road into there. Oh, this would be a nice little hike. I can see a road. There's a couple of lakes, some waterfalls. I'm going to see if I can, maybe I can do that. It looks really nice. And I know how far I can go up. Anyway, 2.98. Yeah, it's just step after step after step. And it's steep as can be. I've only seen 2 people so far. They're going down. Just so much rock. I suppose that's why they call it the Rocky Mountains. Ain't wrong. Oh, it's just not ticking over to 3. I'm going to take a break here. So, finish up my break. I just looked up there and I can see 2 people just up there. So yeah, I was thinking there was going to be a ridge. You're just walking along the ridge. I love walking along ridges. On occasion there's slight lulls in the wind, so I thought I'd just do an update. 3.65 kilometres in. Slow going because it's all rock. Plus you're getting up in elevation. There it is. Views 180. And you can see the tree line, isn't it awesome? You can just see the tree line everywhere. And the road. And I actually can see the parking lot as well. Biggest can ever. And which way to walk around? That way or that way? Oh, I don't know. I should just turn around. I'll go to the left on the way up and then the left on the way back. How's that? Going up this ridge. Looks like there's 2 people and a dog ahead of me. One in red. I thought it was going to be a little more difficult and more steep, but it's not. Thankfully. Going through the really steep bit. This was the bit I was nervous about, but it's great. A+. I was concerned there's going to be a lot of loose rock, that sort of thing. And if it was like that, I was going to say, it's not a easy 14er. Because as soon as you involve loose rock, potential slippage, it becomes really difficult. It's not like that. I haven't even thought about putting my camera away because it's nice. Little switchbacks, so it's supposed to be done, and I can see the people in front of me. Ah, look at that. Wow. Oh, please me. 987, come on, tick over. Nearly got the summit. We know the summit is about 40,200 feet. Oh, so close. Oh, come on. Tick over. There we go. 14,000 feet. Takes a while to adjust, so it's probably at 14,000 feet a while back. Anyway, I've got up to the people. Okay, here we are, heading to the summit of Quandary Peak. I hope this is not a false summit. Oh, by the way, look at that view. They gave me an excuse to stop. There's no wind right now. Come on, please beat the peak. Has to be. My watch says 14,188. It's a little bit further on. Yes, it's a little bit further. Okay, flat bit. Highest I've ever been right now, except in a plane. Hey, look at those views. That's right on that side. With the snow-topped mountains. Still okay on this side. There's two nice little valleys on this side of this mountain. Here we go. Final push. Final push. Second 14er. Hope there's some sort of marker. Apparently there was one at Beast that was quite small. I don't really care about that, but there's no one here. So glad I took those up, overtook those other people. So let's see if there's a marker. We're at 14,237 feet. 2 hours 54 minutes to getting up here. So about what I thought. It was a hard slog for the last half. Here we go. That's it. Spectacular. There is no wind. Spectacular views from Quandary Peak. All around, all 360. You can see there's two 14 footers just across the way there. Heaps of 14 footers in that direction, and a few in that direction. But what views! On my way down, see if I can go down in 1 hour and 44 minutes. I'll make this hike 5 hours long. Look at those views! Views! Look at those views! So I did not expect views on Quandary. Well, these sort of views on Quandary Peak. So this was unexpected. I know there were views, but these sort of views, no. Looks like we're being lucky with cloud too. Lots of cloud that way, bit of cloud that way. Ah, fantastic. Hands are getting a bit cold though, even though I've got 2 gloves on. Okay, so that's it. Sometimes like to have a look as they come down just where it's been. And I do know there's a couple going up and a couple coming down. You can barely see them. You can just barely see the red of the wound that we overtook. And there was a couple going up, and I just see them as well. So that is about 1,000 foot from where I'm standing to the top there. Elevation distance, about 1,000 foot of elevation gain, not in walking distance. Anyway, sometimes I like to do that, just have a look back from when I come. Sometimes when you have a look to where you're going, it may not be the best thing to do. Because if I was walking here going, oh, look at that, look how far away they look. Ah, here we are, huge can. I went to left, coming up. I'll go left, going back, as I promised. I don't think I have a preference. Fairly similar in both those ways. Both have their advantages. Otherwise, go either way. Okay. Welcome back. Looking forward. Back to the road. About 350, 400 metres to walk before I get to the car. So it's only about 11 k's almost exactly. So I thought this was going to be like 12 kilometres, but it turned out to be 11. Time just over 5 hours. 2 expectations, probably the best you could say. There. Yeah, I gave myself 5 hours. Spent a fair bit of time at the top. And I did have a bit of a break on the way down to take off some of the layers and have a muffin, blueberry muffin, which was actually delicious. So yeah, about 5 hours, not many people, which is really good, and fantastic views. So that's it for this hike, Quandary Peak. Beat my expectations. This was actually a hike I decided to do a few days ago. So this wasn't on my original plans. In fact, the last two hikes weren't on my original plans. I just wanted to do some easy 14ers, and these are the two easiest ones. Now, easiest, not easy, easiest. It's the most important word there. Most people would not be able to do these hikes. Most. Okay, that's it for Quandary Peak.